For years, Hytale was the Minecraft killer that never showed up. Then it got cancelled and then it got saved. Not in a marketing, we are so back tweet kind of way. In a rare, almost unheard of, the original founders got the project back, rehired the devs, and put a date on a calendar. So here's the real question: what happens if Hytale actually lands? Because if it does, it doesn't just become another block game. It changes what players expect from sandbox games, from modding, from creators, and yeah, maybe even from the next generation of MMO style worlds. I'm giving you 21 reasons why Hytale has the ingredients to change gaming forever. First reason is simple. This game already survived what kills most games. In June 2025, it was announced development was ending. Then in November, the founders announced they had acquired Hytale back, rehired the devs, and committed long term funding. That kind of reversal is rare in this industry. Most games don't come back from cancelled. Hytale didn't just get delayed because of polish, they made a brutal decision. Reboot core tech to better support performance, lower spec targets, and future platform plans. This matters because the dream sandbox MMO-ish world dies if it can't run smoothly. Minecraft is the most important sandbox game ever made, no debate. But Minecraft's biggest superpower also created its biggest limitation. It became a platform that needed mods, servers, and community tools to fully evolve. Hytale's pitch is basically, what if the base game is shipped with those superpowers built in from day one? And here's a detail I love. They talk about NPCs thinking faster because performance constraints don't force slow decision making. That's the difference between cool trailer AI and AI that actually holds up when the server is busy. Most dev updates show a cinematic shot and say, progress is going great. Hytale's updates talk like a studio trying to prove the engine, tools, and workflows can actually ship a game. They literally named an internal milestone, filling in the blanks to validate the new engine supporting gameplay and creative goals, starting with a simple knockback PvP mode. It's goofy, but it's also smart. Build the spine first. It's like building your base storage system first instead of making the throne room and then realizing you have nowhere to put the cobblestone. One of the most underrated reasons games fail is that teams can't align fast enough. That matters because sandbox games are systems on systems. If design, engineering, and art can't iterate together, the project becomes a forever beta. They are not treating creator tools like an afterthought. They explicitly say we built the game with the tools we deliver with the game. The goal is that anything they can do, you can do too. That line is basically a declaration of war on closed sandbox games. Creative tools live or die by one thing: speed. Hytale's scripted brushes are drag and drop tools that let you spawn terrain, paths, and even procedural ruins and then edit them. This is huge because it lowers the barrier to building worlds that feel authored without needing 300 hours of manual placing. They tie those brushes into a node editor, which is the kind of thing that turns casual creators into dangerous creators. This is how you get an ecosystem. Not press buttons to build, but here's a system you can bend. Prefabs are how you build big projects without losing your mind. Hytale highlights a prefab browser and a separate prefab editor environment for editing and managing modular builds. This is the kind of tooling that makes servers look like studios. This sounds minor, but it matters. A creative, quick settings panel that adapts based on your tool. Light, speed, inertia, and more. That's the difference between creative mode exists and creative mode feels like Photoshop. They show a model changer and NPC browser with a big library of models you can spawn and remix. This is the state of something bigger. Creators making NPC packs, story packs, server identities, mini games, and so on. Here's where the change gaming claim becomes real. Modding direction. They have said they're going for visual scripting rather than only text scripting because it empowers designers while still letting programmers stay productive. They even mention learning from Unreal's blueprint style approach. If this lands, it means more people can create game logic, not just assets. Their ECS explainer straight up says entity component structure can be liberating for modding because changing components changes behavior, and new functionality can be attached without rewriting everything. That's not a marketing bull point, that's a core design choice. Okay, sandbox games that become forever games need to survive updates. They explicitly frame engine choices around being patchable and maintainable long term. That's one of the biggest differences between a game that peaks for 3 months and a game that becomes a platform. For creators, performance is content. Hytale's requirements post is built around real benchmark categories, including recording and streaming. That's the studio saying we want this to be watched, not just played. Most games use concept art as a promise. Hytale's lore team basically does the opposite. They warn people that concept art evolves, some ideas were outdated even when shared, and not everything becomes canon. That's good news, not bad news. It means they're protecting the game from hype toxicity and leaving space for reality. Now, their world generation messaging is careful. Not everything ships, but it shows the direction they're going as they expand. That tells me they're building a world system meant to grow like a living game. In mid 2024, they explicitly mention how they're structuring development from 2025 onwards, and they call out creator outreach plans. A lot of studios ignore creators until launch. This is the opposite approach. They describe players as avatars, creative, world shaping beings, and tie personalization into the identity. If they execute this well, it changes how servers and communities form. It becomes less everyone is Steve and more everyone is a character in a shared universe. They put a date on early access, January 13, 2026. And outside coverage quotes the founder being candid about risk and state, which is exactly how early access should be communicated. Honest, not polished. The Hypixel team didn't come from traditional AAA games. They came from building one of the biggest Minecraft servers ecosystems ever and right back to that studio for years. That matters because Hytale isn't just trying to be a survival game, it's trying to be the game where survival, RPG content, mini games, mods, and creative tools live under one roof. If they succeed, the next era of sandbox games isn't a single game, it's a platform with 1,000 games inside it. Basically, Minecraft is a crafting table, and Hytale is trying to ship the entire modded launcher pre-installed. So yeah, change gaming forever is indeed a huge claim, but with the tech foundation, the creator first toolset, and a modding strategy built into the engine itself, Hytale has the ingredients that Minecraft only gained over a decade of community evolution. Now we find out if they can land the plane. If you want more Hytale content as early access hits and the full release gets closer, subscribe. Because I'm going to cover builds, mechanics, tier list, best methods, and the stuff everyone will be searching the second the game goes public. Thank you for watching and have a good rest of your day.